Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MarkWithGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Got a great coffee, but also have a brand new coffee mug I want to show you. Check that out. This came courtesy of viewer Jimmy V Photography. Hang on 1 minute. Let's get a sip. Oh boy, that's good, and it's still good and hot. You'll learn why in just a moment. This morning we're using a coffee that came from viewer Rob Miller, Smooth Finish Light Roast. Rob, thank you again very, very much. Check that out. Isn't that fantastic? Absolutely wonderful. A nice light roast. A great flavor to it as well. Again, Blackout Coffee Company, Smooth Finish. And the reason why we're using Smooth Finish is because we have a coffee mug with a nice smooth finish this morning. Check this out. This is the Tough mug right here. Let me get over here so you can see it. The Tough mug. This is stainless steel. It also has, well, here, let me show you the packaging. A big thank you to Jimmy V Photography. Here it is right here. Tough mug right here. All right, and on the side panel, all right, vacuum insulation keeps drinks cold for 12 hours. Well, it's also keeping it nice and hot too. And a barbell grip. Let me show you the barbell grip right here. Check that out. Huh? How about that? Like you're working out in a gym. Barbell grip, knurled stainless steel handle. All right, and on this side here, they got all kinds of specs here. We'll show those to you real quick, and then we'll read them off for you. Patented handle, barbell grip, 304 stainless steel, built to last, vacuum insulated, splash proof lid. We have that installed right here. See, there it is right there. Great for travel. Dishwasher safe, and it's lightweight. Well, it does weigh 1.1 pounds. But yeah, I love that barbell grip. Check that out. Yeah, and that's a great reminder that we all need to get back into the gym and work out. That's for sure. That's something I have to do. That flu hit me for a real loop, and I got to get back into my workout routine. So this reminds me that, yeah, I gotta get back to exercising. Wow, what a beautiful mug, and it has a wonderful, smooth stainless steel finish, and it holds 16 ounces. How about that? Hang on, one more sip. Yeah, oh yeah, and I love the splash-proof lid. That's just perfect for travel. That is, here, let me show you. Let me show it to you. I'll just pull it off. I'll just pull it out like that. Yeah, it's got a nice seal there, right? Just like that. So you can use it. You can use it as a regular coffee mug if you want to, or for any kind of beverage, really. But the vacuum insulation is going to keep things hot or cold, and it really does a great job in keeping my coffee nice and hot this morning. Smooth finish. Again, a big thank you to Rob Miller for Smooth Finish, and a big thank you to Jimmy V Photography for the Tough mug with its smooth finish and vacuum insulation and all those other features that we just named. One more sip. Hang on. Oh, yeah, that's terrific. And speaking of a travel mug, hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute this morning, thanks very much for the lift. Really do appreciate that. If you're listening to the audio podcast version this morning, thanks very much for tuning in via all those great streaming platforms like iHeartMusic, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, that sort of thing. Boy, oh boy, we got a great show for you this morning. Really terrific. Let's get over to my topics before I forget. Happy Valentine's Day. That happens this Saturday. How about that? It's already here. I can't believe it's Valentine's Day already. February is starting to fly by. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day. And let's look at some of these topics this morning. We got a great viewer shaving tip this morning from viewer Lee Meyer. Stay tuned for that. It could be something for a shaved end visit or a viewer shaving tip. I'm going to show it to you as a viewer shaving tip because I'm really excited to show it to you first thing this morning. Really terrific. We also have a great shaved end visit from Jim from Northfield. Jim, thank you very much. We got the usual round of reminders. We're going to remind you also of the giveaway that's going on right now. We got some great refill comments. We have some new wet shave gear, just wonderful stuff. And we also have a brand new item. I don't think you've seen this item. Maybe you have. Comment below and let us know if you have. But this came courtesy of viewer Andy Kaiser. He sent this along. I'm really excited to show this to you. So stay tuned for that. And we also have some great questions and comments to kind of round out and wrap up the show. So great to be with you. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Got that great tough mug with the smooth finish, and we're using smooth finish coffee. Thank you, Rob, and a big, big thank you to Jimmy V Photography. This is a great mug. Really, really terrific. Definitely gonna use this one at home and for my commutes. Absolutely. Well, again, great to be with you this morning. Hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Hey, let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Lee Meyer. Lee is the gentleman behind shavesplash.com, that wonderful website with all that great scent information. Check it out when you get a chance, shavesplash.com. Anyway, Lee writes, "Hi, Mark. I hope this finds you well. I'm truly excited about my latest project for shavesplash.com, a shave log and den tracker app called ShaveSplash The Rabbit Hole. I designed it as a community tool which is free to use, and it's now out on iOS for Apple and will soon be out on the Google Play Store for Android. My goal was to make an app which is customizable, granular, integrated with ShaveSplash data with a feeling of connection. I made a little introductory video showing some of the features of the app. If you have time, I was hoping you could show it on the next edition of the Monday Morning Mailbag." Absolutely. We're about to do that right now. Thank you for all you do. Warm regards, Lee. Here's a PS he added. PS, I forgot to mention in the video, but there is a user guide explaining more about the app in the settings section. Thank you again. Okay, so the user guide is in the settings section of the app. Just remember that. And here's a video demonstration from Lee himself. Lee, take it away.
Hi, Mark, and hi to everyone watching this edition of the Monday Morning Mailbag. My name is Lee, and I'm the creator of ShaveSplash. Thank you for giving me the chance to introduce my new app, which is a shave log and den tracker called ShaveSplash The Rabbit Hole. It's now available for iOS on the Apple Store, and it will be available for Android on the Google Play Store soon. The app is free, and it's meant to be a tool for the community. My philosophy around designing the app was to make something very customizable. So you can customize the way you score your shaves. You can input your own parameters, and you can also input your own results, DFS, BBS, or whatever you see fit. You input your scores to get a sense of how your shave goes, and you put in your gear and you save it. It then ends up in your history. And here's another interesting aspect. In the shave report, you can copy and then you can share that directly with maybe something like Facebook if you wanted to share it, and you can go ahead and just paste in the information which you copied, and that would be a fun way to share your shave of the day. Another interesting aspect of this app is that within the Shave Den, it integrates with ShaveSplash. So you can go ahead and choose from the ShaveSplash catalog, as you can see from that amber bar, and select a soap from our catalog and download it into your app. And that would give you all sorts of interesting details about the product that you're using, including scent notes and a scent description, some other information. And of course, you can go straight to ShaveSplash from here and even learn more. I think another interesting aspect is the analytics, where you can track your results over time. You can also dig deeper and look at specifics about different products and how they're doing, and even pull up a report that might rank the performance over time, either 1 year or all time. And then lastly is one of my favorite features, this news feature where you can stay connected with the community and read articles that are coming from Shave Splash, read reviews, and if you just tap there, it will take you to the Shave Splash website and you can learn more. I do think that the app is special. It's very customizable. It's integrated with a lot of interesting and helpful data. And it's also connected, and it'll keep you connected to the community. I hope you find it useful and interesting, and download it and give it a chance. So thank you very much for the opportunity to show it to you today, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye.
Lee, thank you so much for a great shaving tip and a great introduction to a really, really wonderful wet shaving app that I know wet shavers everywhere are going to love using. It has some great, great features. So check it out, folks. Shave Splash, the rabbit hole from shavesplash.com, and Lee Meyer, available on Apple iOS and soon to be available for Google Android at the Play Store. And check out shavesplash.com for additional information and other announcements related to Shave Splash, the rabbit hole. Wow, what a really terrific, complete wet shaving app. And really, Lee, thank you so much for sending along a great, great shaving tip. Lee already has an original signed George sketch for sending in a previous shaving tip. But if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, all you have to do is send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use your shaving tip here on the Monday Morning Mailbag's Viewer Morning Shaving Tip segment, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Lee, thanks again for a wonderful wet shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. Okay, it's time for a shave den visit.
Grab your favorite shave soap, whip it up, rich and creamy, fill your cup, boom, lather. Hot towel ready, face feels prime, a classic shave, so smooth, so fine. 30 degrees, a light touch, let the razor do the work, no need to rush. Shave like a pro, close and neat, a shave so smooth it can't be beat. Slap on your favorite splash, feel that glow. Shave complete, now you're ready to go. Oh, boom, shave complete, you're ready to go.
Well, this morning's Shave Den visit comes courtesy of viewer Jim from Northfield, James Gazda. Jim, thank you very, very much. And Jim writes, "Hey, Mark, I hope you unburied yourself out from the snow." Yeah, I sure did. But you never know what's coming right around the corner, especially in Northeast Ohio where we have lake effect. So yeah, we're okay right now, but you never know. He continues here, "I thought I would share these interesting finds at two antique malls when I was in Cincinnati last week for work. At top is an ever-ready lather catcher. Second is a vintage Merkur slant razor. This is ultra rare with the box, which is in mint condition. Sometimes the box is worth more than the razor itself. The case is in impeccable condition as well. It came with an original blade. Third is an original barber gift of Pinot Clubman Special Reserve Aftershave." Hey, that's really, really nice. Now, Pinot is spelled capital Pinaud, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've heard some folks pronounce it as Pinot, other folks pronounce it as Pinaud. Please comment below and let me know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. If I'm not, I will correct it for future shows. But for now, Pinot Clubman Special Reserve Aftershave. He says here, it smells great. And last is an assortment of Avon aftershaves, full bottles, a shave mug with a vintage soap puck, a bar-handled Gillette new razor with a Gillette Big Fellow case, some vintage brushes that came with the mug, a gem razor with case and blade bank, a Gillette Made in England Tech razor in perfect condition with a bonus handle, a German-made razor in a leather travel case in awesome condition, and finally, a vintage Presto single-edge razor with the original proprietary blades. All were at fantastic pricing. Well, I hope you stay warm and have a great week. Jim from Northfield. Wow, Jim, that's an absolutely fantastic haul for your shave den. Really, really terrific. Again, folks, another great reminder, do a little research and just visit these antique malls, antique stores, eBay, Etsy, and you'll find some treasure in the way of vintage shaving gear out there for your shave den. Jim, thanks again for sharing all this wonderful vintage shaving gear that you're going to have in your shave den with all the viewers out there. Really do appreciate it. Well, here's your reminder to check out shavesplash.com. This is a website that was created by viewer Lee Meyer. If you happen to have a shave soap, but you don't have an aftershave splash for it, well, shavesplash.com is a scent matching website. So you'll be able to find a complimentary aftershave scent that will go with that shaving soap. Really, really terrific. And they also have some great articles and features up there. So check it out. We'll have the link below, shavesplash.com, from viewer Lee Meyer. Well, the channel now has auto dub technology courtesy of Google and YouTube. And as the name suggests, it will automatically translate this audio from English into Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. Pretty amazing. Simply click on the gear in the lower right of the video screen. A menu will pop up, and there you can select the language that you wish to hear the audio in: Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. It translates it from English to any of those languages in real time, on the fly. Pretty amazing. Auto dub. Check it out. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Viewer Aaron Watson sent along this heads up regarding the Maggard Meetup for 2026. Aaron, thank you very, very much. His email heading reads, Maggard 2026 Meetup. Hey Mark, just thought I would pass this along for the 3MB. Thanks, Aaron Watson. He included the link. We'll include the link below so you can check it out and get a ticket. Here's the Cliff Notes version of what's going on this year with the Maggard Meetup for 2026. Maggard Razors will host its 9th annual wet shaving meetup on April 25th, 2026 from noon to 4 p.m. at 124 South Winter Street in Adrian, Michigan. After drawing more than 185 attendees last year, the 2026 event will cap attendance at 180 and feature up to 18 vendors. A $36 ticket includes a $14 meal voucher for select downtown restaurants, complimentary drinks throughout the day, entry into over 100 door prize drawings for those who purchase tickets before April 23rd, vendor samples, and a massive pay-it-forward table for swapping gear. Attendees can also meet well-known artisans from across the wet shaving community. An informal after-meet gathering will take place that evening at the Hampton Inn and Suites, which also offers a preferred group rate. Several other nearby hotels are available as well. So there it is. All the information regarding this year's Maggard Meetup for 2026. We'll have a link to the page below where you can get tickets and check out all the information in detail. I've got my ticket. I hope to see you there. Well, here's an update and a reminder on a giveaway that's going on right now here on the channel. That's right, it's the Great Groundhog Day giveaway. We launched that last Monday on Groundhog's Day, the Great Groundhog Day giveaway. go to the video called The Great Groundhog Day Giveaway. That's where you'll get all the rules, you'll see all the prize packages, and you'll learn how to enter and that sort of thing. So find that video, comment below that video, and you'll be entered. But get to the video called The Great Groundhog Day Giveaway and enter there at that video. And you'll see all the prize packages. You'll get all the complete rules, that sort of thing. The deadline to enter is February 16th, 2026. That's President's Day. So make sure to enter before February 16th, 2026, because I don't know what time on the 16th that I'm going to select 3 lucky winners. So again, make sure to enter by February 16th, 2026, which is President's Day here in the U.S. The Great Groundhog Day Giveaway, open to everyone worldwide. Good luck to everyone. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low. That time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on. Let me get another sip here. Oh, that's great. And it's nice and warm, too. Yeah, once more, Blackout Coffee Company. Smooth finish, courtesy of viewer Rob Miller. Rob, thank you very, very much. And the reason why we're using smooth finish is this mug that Jimmy V Photography very kindly sent to the channel. The Tough mug has a beautiful smooth finish, 304 stainless steel. Check that out. Barbell style handle, a splash guard lid right there that stays on there securely, so it's great for travel, great for the home. Really, really terrific. Jimmy, thank you again very, very much. And it just has a great weight and feel to it. And again, it's vacuum insulated, so cold beverages stay cold, and I assume hot beverages stay hot. At least that's been my experience with it. Wow, it really is a terrific, terrific mug. Hang on, one more sip. Yeah, and that really is a smooth finish in a coffee. Light roast, great mug, great coffee. And I'm sure that your coffee this morning has a nice smooth finish to it. But is it a healthy coffee? Well, that's the question. So check out Mantic 59's website, The Black Coffee Life, where you can find out if the coffee that you're drinking is healthy, because it deals with all health quality and health aspects of drinking black coffee. So get up to The Black Coffee Life by Mantic 59 and find out if the coffee that you're drinking, the black coffee that you're drinking, is a healthy coffee. And also check out the Lockhorns. Someday we'll look back on this and quickly change the subject. Hardcover collection of all those great Lockhorns cartoons. And they also have the Lockhorns 2026 Laugh-A-Day calendar. Both of those items available on Amazon. We'll have links below. And again, both those items by my good friends Bunny Host and John Reiner. Okay, a little bit of housekeeping done. Let's get to some of these refill comments. We'll scroll down like this. Oh, hey, we got this from Bill Murphy, and he writes, great show again, Mark. You did pronounce aileron for the Yaki Razor correctly. It does look like an aircraft aileron. This is in regards to the Yaki Gem Style Razor that we shared with all the viewers last week. It came to the show courtesy of Grace Chen and everyone at Yaki. So check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag to get a look at that razor. Bill continues, for those who don't know what an aileron is, it's on the trailing edge of an airplane wing to help control an airplane's roll. I remember this from my early 70s Air Force days, and no, I was not involved in flying. I was in ground support. I'm thankful that we live in a town-home association and do not have to shovel snow unless it is less than 2 inches. We just got new windows just before Thanksgiving, and our house is now warmer. Looking forward to seeing you at the meetup this year as we have our tickets. Have a wonderful week. Hey, Bill and Connie, great to hear that you have the tickets. We'll definitely meet up at the Maggard Meetup this year. Looking forward to seeing you both, and great to hear. Again, folks, make sure you get your tickets for the Maggard Meetup. You just saw all the information and the reminder just before. So if you missed it, click back a few segments and you'll see the announcement, the reminder regarding the Maggard Meetup. Bill, thanks again very, very much for the background on an aileron. And I think I'm pronouncing it correctly again this time around. I can't remember. Flying by the seat of my pants with the pronunciation of the word aileron. But that's the razor from Yaki, the aileron, and it's a gem style razor. Check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. Bill, thanks again very, very much. Hey, we got this from Beth Jones. Yep. 6 more weeks of winter. That's right. The groundhog saw a shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. And I'll tell you, it's been a cold, snowy winter throughout a lot of the country. But we'll get through it. Spring's right around the corner. I mean, we're in February. I think probably middle of February or towards the end of February. Pitchers and catchers report for spring training. That's a real sign, a nice sign that spring is on the way when baseball spring training rolls around. Beth continues, good morning, Mark. I like the Yaki razor. David's hack for blade storage is genius. Yeah, check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag for that. Thank you, Sig Solo, for the update. To own Mark Bagwell shaving gear is an honor indeed. Have a great rest of the week. Yeah, Sig Solo won second prize in a recent giveaway. Well, not so recent. But Sig is in Greenland, and we shipped his prizes to Greenland. It was all this great shaving gear that came out of Mark Bagwell's shaving den. And a big, big thank you again to Patricia Bagwell for sending it along to the channel for giveaways. And it took a long time to get to Greenland. Just to recap, it went from the United States to Denmark and then back to the United States and then to Greenland. So I don't know how that works, but Sig and I were looking at the tracking, and sure enough, that's the route that it took. But it arrived safe and sound and everything in good condition, and I was so happy because, yeah, it's a great honor to have Mark Bagwell's shaving gear, and now it has a really, really wonderful home in Sig Solo's shave den in Greenland. So Sig, thanks very much for the update. And Beth, thanks very much for the nice comment. Really do appreciate that. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes checked in. And he writes, the Personna blades, those 3 are not the same. This is in regard to Al Spencer's comment last week comparing Personna blades. Anyhow, 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes continues here. I say this purely from experience using the different Personna blades. I did try Personna Red, Personna Platinum, Lab Blue, and I believe some other Personas. And also Personna Comfort Coated. The Comfort Coated blades are definitely different. In fact, the Comfort Coated Personna blades are the only of these products that for me were smooth, far less irritating, and of at least average sharpness. Hey, 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. Thanks very much for that experience with Personna blades. Really do appreciate it. Folks, what do you think of the comfort-coated Personna blades? Are they different from the other ones that 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes mentioned? Please comment below and let us know what your experience with the various Personna blades are out there. Really do appreciate that. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. Really, really thank you very much for that comment. We got this from John's Pipe Journey. And he writes, Mark, I love your reviews. Mark, you are so engaging. You are one of my top presenters. Thank you very much. That's really, really nice of you to say. I really do appreciate it. But again, the viewers make this channel. They make this show and they make this channel. Without them, as I always say, this microphone would be silent because they send in some great, great tips and tricks and information about razors and shaving gear and everything else. So, to all the viewers out there, thank you very, very much. And John's Pipe Journey, I will send along your thanks as well to all the viewers out there. Really, thank you very, very much. This makes me want to run right out and pick up one of those razors. Now, he's talking in regards to the meteorite razor from Ollie Works. We got this from Bill and Connie Murphy. We did a review on this, and this aluminum razor is terrific. It comes with 3 base plates, mild, medium, and aggressive, and we did a review of the mild base plate. We also have a review with the medium base plate that we have yet to edit and post, that sort of thing, but that's coming down the pipe. The meteorite razor. And John's pipe journey continues here. Do you know if it's the same as the stainless? I prefer stainless nowadays. I started with 2 Hensons, mild and medium. I ended up putting replacement handles on them to make them a little heavier. I also prefer a short handle because it makes maintaining the correct angle at the base of your deck easier. You have a blessed week, my friend. Thanks again. Love and respect. John's Pipe Journey, thank you very, very much for the nice words and the wonderful comments here. This is the short handle version, as I understand it, not the long handled version. And I agree. It's just the right length and really does a great job in maneuverability. Very, very nimble. Nice weight, but I can understand if you want something a little heavier. Well, Bill Murphy, who sent this along, Bill and Connie Murphy sent this along to the channel. Bill went ahead and got the stainless steel version of the meteorite razor, and he gave us an update, and he writes, I love the razor so much, I decided to order the Ollie Works stainless steel version with the mild base plate. The gap and blade exposure are the same as the aluminum version. The shave was so smooth, I decided to try a feather blade in it and got a fantastic shave with no irritation at all with a BBS finish. Amazing. So there you go, John Pipe's Journey. Bill Murphy has the stainless steel version. He also has the aluminum version, and they shave identically. So there you go. So if you get the stainless steel version, let us know. Please submit a review. I know viewers out there would love to see what your experience is with the Ollie Works stainless steel version of the meteorite razor. Again, John's Pipe Journey. John's Pipe Journey. Thank you very, very much. This comes from, I'll get to that in a minute. That's his screen name. I'll get to that in a minute. This is also about the Ollie Works meteorite razor. This family-run company out of Arizona is putting other companies to absolute shame. All their razors are CNC machined, designed and built in the USA. Beautiful colors, family-owned, and dirt cheap. No longer can other companies claim the Made in USA badge holds a premium price when companies like Ollie Works are putting out razors of this high quality. Even their 100% aluminum shave bowls are remarkably high quality and cost less than 3D printed shave bowls. Wow, I'll get to that in a minute. Thanks very, very much for a little more background information on what Ollie Works offers on their website. We'll have a link to Ollie Works below where you can check out the meteorite razors, all their products, and their aluminum shave bowls. Wow, that sounds really, really great. After we're done recording and editing this, I'm going to go up to Ollie Works and take a closer look at their aluminum shave bowls. So thanks very much for that. I'll get to that in a minute. Really, really do appreciate that. J Tekken X writes, now this was also left in one of the reviews. I think it was the meteorite razor review. Could have been another review. I'm not entirely sure. But he writes, glad you remembered the boom lather was getting anxiety. Yeah, one of the reviews I did this past week, I didn't do a boom lather right off the bat. I remembered, I was so involved with the shave that I remembered I got to do a boom lather. And luckily I remembered to do it, but it was such a great lather, it was worthy of 2 boom lathers, but at least we got one in. So every once in a blue moon, you know what, I might miss that boom lather, but I try to find an area where I can insert it again while we're doing the review. And I know sometimes, again, once in a blue moon, I'll forget to do the great shave after a shave. And some folks see that if I miss that, they think, well, it wasn't that great of a shave because he didn't clap and say great shave. No. It's a great shave. It's just sometimes I get so involved in doing a review and wanting to tell people and viewers about how great that particular piece of shave gear is, whether it's a razor or a brush or a shave bowl, that I go right from the aftershave splash to start talking about the item that we're reviewing because my mind is racing. There's so much I want to say about it to kind of wrap up the video. And so sometimes we skip over that once in a blue moon. But I'll usually put something on the bottom of the screen saying, hey, listen, it's worthy of a great shave, but I forgot to do it because I was so excited to tell you about the particular shaving gear, piece of shaving gear that we're reviewing here. But Jay, thanks very, very much. Remember the boom lather in that particular video. I'm gonna have to check out which one it was, and I'll put it on screen, or we'll link it in the description below so you can check that one out. Jay, thanks again very, very much. This comes from Charlie5970. Love Maggard razors. Them and Shave Nation are my top 2 favorite online shops. Yeah, Maggard Razors is a terrific online seller. And hey, Charlie, get a ticket to the Maggard Meetup. If you live in close proximity, get up there. It's a terrific meetup. And if you love shopping with them online, wait until you see their brick and mortar store. It really is amazing. It's in a beautiful vintage kind of building. The meetup is on the 2nd floor. A lot of space up there for artisans to set up and show their wares. You run into everybody there. It's perfect. And then the 1st floor where all the shaving gear is just wonderful. It's impeccable. It is so well organized, and there's so much there. You're like a kid in a candy store. It really is terrific. So if you get to the meetup, and this is also a recommendation, a suggestion to anyone out there. If you're going to the Maggard Meetup, take along a little extra cash because you're going to want to buy something when you get to the store. It really is that good looking of a store. Very inviting. So yeah, check out the Maggard store right there in Adrian, Michigan. And if you happen to be traveling in the nearby area, check out their store hours in Adrian, Michigan, and stop in. It really is well worth a visit. So Charlie, 5970, thanks again very much for that comment. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Viewer JTechenX very kindly sent along his review of the brand new Leaf 2 razor. And he writes, "Hi Mark, here's my review of the Leaf 2 razor after 1 head shave and 1 face shave. I tried to include everything that came to mind. I've attached some photos of the Leaf 2 razor, as well as some side-by-side photos with the first Leaf razor. I have a grip installed on both, sold separately or included in a kit." And here's his review. Leaf 2 razor, new generation, classic shave. Firstly, I wanted to point out the most obvious differences between Leaf razor, hereby referenced as Leaf 1 or 1, and the Leaf 2 razor 2. The Leaf 1 is a 3-blade half DE blade razor, while the Leaf 2 is a 2-blade half DE blade razor. The 1 weighs 79 grams, while the 2 is 104 grams, both with grips. The 1 is slightly longer and thinner compared to the 2. The Leaf 1 uses magnets, pins, and a screw mechanism to hold the half DE blades in place, while the Leaf 2 uses magnets, pins, and a spring latch mechanism. Aesthetically, in my opinion, the 2 looks closer to modern cartridge razors than the 1. The Leaf 2 has more grip than the Leaf 1, which for me required a grip to be used in the shower. As far as both grips go, they are similar in their installation, which is made easier by applying soap to the handle to slide on. The Leaf 2 has grooves though, which locks the grip in place, while the Leaf 1 does not, so the grip can shift over time with use. While the Leaf 1 is no longer available on the Leaf website, it is still available on Amazon and possibly other sellers for $79, while the Leaf 2 is available via Leaf for $109. Now, let's get into the shaves. I typically shave my head and face every 3 to 4 days and occasionally weekly due to time constraints. Also, one thing to note is I'm a shower shaver, so grip is very important to me. For my head, I typically use a mild DESE razor, Gillette Skin Guard cartridge, or the Leaf 1 loaded in all 3 slots with Leaf half DE blades. For my face, I have a collection of DESE razors I rotate weekly and use with various DE blades. Going into the shave, I was expecting or possibly hoping the Leaf 2 would shave similar to the Leaf 1 with more efficiency. For this shave, I had 5 days of growth on my head and face. I loaded the Leaf 2 in both slots with Leaf half DE blades. For both shaves, I prepped with pre-shave oil and did 2 passes with and against the grain. For the with the grain pass, I used the shave soap I brush loaded from a puck and lathered on the head and face. For the against the grain pass, I used a super slick cream applied by hand to the head and face. I did this to emulate all the different products I use based on various days of growth and time I have to shave. I shaved my head and face independently of one another in the shower. Head shave. I shaved my head first. The first thing I noticed was how much more substantial the Leaf 2 felt in the hand compared to the Leaf 1. Due to the weight, I appreciated having a grip on the Leaf 2. Although I knew the Leaf 2 was heavier than the Leaf 1, I proceeded to shave in the same way. This proved to be a mistake on my part. I should have respected the razor more and shaved carefully as with any new razor. I shaved with expectation instead of experience and paid the price. I got quite a few nicks during the first pass. For the second pass, I eased up on my touch and tried to engage the spring pivot less. I always aimed for BBS on my head, which I achieved after 2 passes, albeit a bloody one due to user overconfidence. Review of the head shave. Although the Leaf 2 has only 2 blades, I found there to be more blade feel and aggressiveness and efficiency. The blade feel could be due to a more positive exposure, the weight of the razor, or the user trying to engage what feels like a tighter spring pivot on the razor head. Note, I am comparing a new razor with a 1+-year-old Leaf 1, so the spring on the 2 could become looser over time. The efficiency, I believe, is due to having a larger blade gap and lather channels allowing for better flow through the razor. Usually my Leaf 1 would become clogged after a couple of strokes with 4+ days of growth, but the 2 could handle a side of the head and possibly more before needing to rinse. I feel the 1 was more forgiving of bumps and imperfections on the head compared to the 2, which might lead to nicks. Shaving around the ears is easier with the 1 due to the 2 having a wider head where blade edge is farther from the sides. Both require ear pinning to get all the hair around the ears for me. Face shave. For the face shave, using the knowledge I gained from the head shave, I shaved as I would with a stainless steel DE razor. Placed the razor head on my face and rotated down till I felt the blade. Used a light touch and let the razor do the work, gentlemen. I had a nick-free, darn fine shave result. Note, BBS on the face, DFS on the neck because I can't get BBS there without irritation. Face shave review. The Leaf 2 again shaves more efficiently with more blade feel than the Leaf 1. The shorter head shape of the Leaf 2 allows for shaving under the nose, north to south, something the 1 could not do. The Leaf 2's shorter handle allows for easier mobility, shaving north to south on the neck. Overall review. The Leaf 2 is a more aggressive and more efficient razor than the Leaf 1. Although it looks more like a cartridge razor than the 1, I believe it shaves closer to a DE razor. Depending on the finish of the razor, matte black, you might experience more drag feel. For me, the Leaf 2 provided a longer lasting result compared to the 1. The 2 requires a different technique compared to the 1 due to its increased blade feel, weight, and spring pivot tension. Due to the increased aggressiveness of this razor, I would recommend a shave soap with adequate cushion and slickness for protection, or the addition of pre-shave if lacking slickness. After mastery, I believe the Leaf 2 will be better than the 1 in cutting down longer growth efficiently and reducing irritation due to less blade time on the shaving surface. Thanks for your time, Jay. Wow, Jay, that's a great review. Very, very complete. Thanks for all the great photos. Thanks for the comparison between the Leaf 1 and the Leaf 2. There you go, folks. If you're considering either one of those razors, Jay just sent along a great breakdown and comparison between them both. Jay, thanks again very, very much. Hey, we got this heads up from viewer Steve M. 1563 regarding the Alpha Shaving Guido razor in copper. And he writes, great show, Mark. Alpha Shaving was taking pre-orders for a limited run of an all-copper Guido at a pretty good price. You and the viewers may want to check it out. It looks nice. Have a great week. Yeah, here it is right here, folks. Check out the page. And as they write here, the Guido DE razor is a double-edged safety razor made from solid billet C110 copper, polished from the brand Alpha Shaving Works. It is noted for its high-quality finish, smooth operation, and effortless cutting performance, which allows for a close shave with little pressure. The razor features a 0.77 millimeter blade gap and comes with an open comb and straight bar plate, and also each razor comes with a stand, providing versatility for users with different hair types. Yeah, an absolutely gorgeous looking razor. Rob Miller made the Guido Brass available to the channel. We have used this and reviewed it, and it is a terrific razor. Let me give you a look at it right here. Love this razor. It is very, very smooth. A definite smooth performer. Great weight, nice heft, and yes, it comes with came with the 2 base plates, open comb and straight bar, which is what I have on the razor. I prefer the straight bar, and also, yeah, a stand. Let me get it out here. Here it is, right here. Here's the stand, and I'm assuming this is going to be the same. This brass version will be the same as the copper. In other words, the configuration, the stand, everything else will be the same, only it'll be in copper. So yeah, a terrific razor. Steve, thanks very, very much for the heads up. Folks, we'll have a link below if you're interested in pre-ordering the Guido razor in copper from Alpha Shaving. Steve, thanks again very, very much. Okay, here's the new product that I teased at the beginning of the show. This comes from viewer Andy Kaiser. This is his own invention, his own development, his own product. This is really, really neat. He sent 3 of these. We're going to review one. We're going to give away 2 down the road in the next giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Here it is right here. He calls it the soap spoon. Here it is right here. Here's the information right here. Soap spoon right there. And here is what it looks like right here. Here is the soap spoon. This one's in blue. We also have one in clear and also one in red. But I'm going to show you the blue one here because that photographs nicely. There it is right there. Okay, and here's what he has to say. Hi, Mark. I was listening to your January 19th Monday Morning Mailbag episode and was grinning. You mentioned using a cheese spreader for soap scooping, and then Stanley chimed in about the Haagen-Dazs ice cream spoons for the same job. That exact conversation is why I ended up designing my own version of a soap spoon. I'm a wet shaver myself, and I wanted something specifically for our soaps, not repurposed. So I made the soap spoon right there, the soap spoon. If you're curious, I'd be happy to send one for you to check out. And yeah, I was curious, and he very, very kindly sent along, again, 3, 1 to review and 2 to give away. Andy, thank you very, very much. Now, you can check this out at www.soapspoon.com. And here's some more breakdown here. Soap Spoon, built by shavers for shavers. Get the wet shave you want. Ritual wants consistency. Soap Spoon SR keeps water out of your tub, keeps your soaps, crops, and pucks clean, decreases waste, and keeps mess off your hands. 1 scoop, consistent load, better bowl lather every time. Lather should start clean and measured. Like all quality shaving accessories, the design feels right in the hand. It makes every shave begin better. Built for wet shavers who value ritual and quality time without the rush. No more gouging into tubs with the wrong tools, including your fingers. Keep the soap dry, the scent true, and the lather repeatable. Respect your soap. 1 edge to dig, 1 aggressive arm for harder soaps, 1 for spreading into your lather bowl, and 1 for standing and stamping to keep your soaps looking nice. Durable, easy rinsing, and strong. It can hang next to your razor or stand on its own. And this is really, really neat. So you've got these 4 different scoops that work for different soaps and creams right there. How about that? Very, very neat. Now we're going to give you the breakdown on each of these tools in the soap spoon. Top cap. Here's the top cap right here. A little rounded on top there. Okay. Top cap for scooping soft soaps, crops, and creams. Rounded top is for smearing product into the bottom or around the sides of a lather bowl, preparing the spread just for the brush. For storage, can hang on most razor stands. And now we have here the scoop right here, this blade right here. The scoop, traditional flat soap scoop for everyday use, designed for scooping and scraping soaps into tubs. Flat edges designed to clean off sides and bottoms of soap tubs. Convenient for soft soaps and strong enough for hard soaps. Then we have the lance right here, this straight part right here. The lance, the most rigid and strongest arm. It can stab and scrape into the very hardest of soaps. The pointed tip is also for cleaning out grooves and textures of stylized lather bowls. How about that? That is a great idea right there. And lastly, we have the base plate here. This has a flat bottom right here. Base plate, press and tamp messy soap back down into the cup or tub. Smooths and levels the surface so your soap always looks neat. Stands on its own for easy counter storage. How about that? That is really, really neat. The Soap Spoon by Andy Kaiser, the Soap Spoon SR1, right there. Again, we're going to have a link to it, and we have one to review. We're going to review the blue one right here, and I'll show you what else he sent. He sent along this one here, which is kind of a clear white version right here. Doesn't that look great? And we also have one in red right here, right there, and a nice, like a red, like a burgundy. Yeah, isn't that nice? Yeah, really, really neat. So we're going to be reviewing it. We'll use it in the shave den, and I'm sure we're going to be shaving it. I'm sure we're going to be shaving with it and using it in many, many reviews down the road. It looks like a really, really versatile and helpful tool in the shave den for helping to scoop out soaps and creams and really, really hard soaps, so you can put them into your lathering bowl and get a great, great lather. A big, big thank you to Andy Kaiser for very kindly and generously sending along to the channel the soap spoon right there. Really, really terrific. And wow, I'm really looking forward to using this. And we'll have a link below where you can check this out for yourself. Andy, thanks again. very, very much. Well, this past Friday, we did a review on a brand new shave soap and splash from Phoenix Shaving. If you missed it, check out Friday's review of Dragon Noir from Phoenix Shaving. There it is right there. How about that? Check out that artwork. This dropped this past weekend. It's an absolutely marvelous, marvelous scent. And boy, we had a great shave with it. You can use this year-round. It's perfect for any occasion. It's great for an evening night out. Here's what they say about it here on the product page. Dragon Noir, an homage to Guy Laroche Drakkar Noir EDT, an aromatic fougere, fresh herbs, citrus, spice, and woody depth. Here's the scent profile. Top notes are lavender, bergamot, lemon, rosemary, mint, lemon verbena, basil, artemisia. It's a fresh, herbaceous citrus burst. Here are the middle notes. Juniper, coriander, cinnamon, carnation, jasmine, angelica, and wormwood. Spice, warm herbal complexity, and a bit of floral nuance. Here are the base notes. Oak moss, leather, fir balsam, pine needles, sandalwood, vetiver, patchouli, cedarwood, amber, and resins. Deep woods, earth, resin, and leathery tones anchor the scent with warmth and classic masculine depth. Dragon Noir is comfort food for your schnoz. Seriously, yeah. And they go on to say here, aromatic, dark, clean, sharp, comforting. It was the smell of confidence for an entire generation. Dragon Noir is our tribute to that time. Fun fact, a drakkar is a term for a type of Viking longship or warship originating from Old Norse words for dragon. How about that? Yeah. Drakkar Noir was everywhere. I remember the commercials were all over TV. And when you sample Dragon Noir, oh yeah, it's going to bring back a lot of memories, especially if you're familiar with Drakkar Noir. Oh yeah, this is really, really terrific. Again, you can use it year-round. Great for an evening night out or any occasion. Check it out from Phoenix Shaving, Dragon Noir. My thanks to Doug, Fran, Huxley, Cube, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving for very, very kindly sending this along in the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers. It's available now. It dropped this past weekend. Check out our Friday review from this past Friday from Phoenix Shaving, Dragon Noir. Give it a look. Well, we also have another great shaving product from Phoenix Shaving. Here it is, right here. Tube 2.0. They got some new labeling here, but it's the same great product right here. We've got the original right here and the mentholated version right here. And here's what they have to say about Tube 2.0. Tube 2.0 is the travel-friendly evolution of our legendary Cube 2.0 pre-shave soap. It uses the exact same formula and delivers the same performance, but in a compact, low-profile design built for real-world use. First unveiled at the Big Shave East all the way back in 2018, Tube quickly became one of our most requested products. Shavers immediately saw the appeal of full-scale pre-shave performance in a form that could travel anywhere without the muss, fuss, or oily mess. Hotel sinks, gym lockers, carry-on bags, and campsites are all fair game. Tube was designed to go where you go. The pre-shave that started it all. A Phoenix Shaving fun fact. Back in 2014, we invented the first pre-shave soap and even coined the term lather booster. Pre-shave soap is a PAA innovation created to solve the problems many shavers experienced with pre-shave oils. Tube 2.0 is a performance-enhancing layer that improves every part of the shave by increasing slickness, glide, protection, and hydration. It works with any shave soap or cream you already use and instantly elevates it. It makes a lousy shave soap better and a great shave soap epic. The 2.0 formula is built around function, a blend of sweet almond oil, prickly pear oil, jojoba oil and safflower oil increases razor glide without leaving a greasy residue or clogging your razor. Bakuri butter, kupaku butter, and muramu butter add deep moisture and share formulation DNA with our ultra premium CK6 shaving soap base, improving both comfort and post-shave feel. Vitamin E and aloe vera support skin health and help chase off irritation. Vegetable glycerin plays a key role as a humectant, drawing water into the hair shaft. This swells and softens the whisker, making it easier to cut cleanly and comfortably. Activated bamboo charcoal adds deep cleansing with light exfoliation, removing oils and residue that can interfere with lather performance and even cause drag on the blade during the shave. The result is a noticeably better shave from the first pass to the last. For those who enjoy a cooling shave, we also offer a mentholated version of Tube 2.0. It allows you to add a refreshing menthol effect to any shave soap, regardless of scent or brand. Tube 2.0 delivers the same epic slickness and lather boosting performance as Cube 2.0 in a handy-dandy travel-ready format, while still being perfectly suited for daily use at home. Phoenix Shaving Tube 2.0, except no imitations. This is a great product. I love the Cube 2.0, but I really like the Tube 2.0, especially for travel, weekend getaways, or even in the shave den as well. And what's nice about the Tube 2.0 is that it's labeled. It's labeled mentholated right there. I don't know if you can see that. And also the original. Sometimes I get confused with the Cube 2.0 because I have both mentholated and non-mentholated. And I sometimes wonder, am I using the mentholated cube or the non-mentholated cube, the original? So I like the fact that you can now distinguish very clearly between mentholated and non-mentholated. Absolutely fantastic. From Phoenix Shaving, Tube 2.0, some great labeling, but also some great pre-shave lather performance. Check it out from Phoenix Shaving, Tube 2.0. Give it a look. Viewer Abene Saman checked in with a great review on a wonderful razor, perfect for any wet shaver, especially beginners, the Merkur 34C right there. And Abene writes, "Hi Mark, another great Monday morning mailbag." Thank you very much, Avi. Really do appreciate that. The Groundhog Day giveaway is incredibly generous. Well, again, that's due to all the generous viewers out there. Check out the great Groundhog Day giveaway for all the details and all the folks who made it possible. Avi, thanks again for reminding us all about the giveaway. He continues here, "I'm late to the game, but I finally picked up my first Merkur razor, the legendary 34C. Better late than never, right? What can I say? It's a beautiful, wonderfully mild shaver. I've tried it with Merkur, RK, and Statum blades, and all have performed really well. I've been getting consistent BBS or near BBS shaves with zero cuts or irritation, which almost never happens when I'm breaking in a new razor. Fendrahand had it on sale for $56.75 Canadian, and I couldn't resist. I even ended up getting free shipping because he ordered some additional products. I completely understand why the 34C is considered the workhorse of the wet shaving world. At this rate, it might just become my new travel razor. Sorry, Bevel. Thanks for helping kick my week off to such a great start. Abby, thanks very, very much for the great review of the Merkur 34C. And again, folks, a great razor for all wet shavers, but especially for beginner wet shavers. You would be hard-pressed to nick or cut yourself with this. I've always said that it's really great for beginners as well because of you can refine your technique with it. There is a sweet spot that really improves the efficiency of the shave. If you're off angle a little bit, well, the efficiency drops a little bit. But if you're right on angle and you hit that sweet spot, you get a wonderfully efficient shave each and every time, which is why I say it's great for learning proper technique because you really, really hone in on that exact angle. At least That's been my experience with the Merkur 34C. Let me know if that's similar to your experience. But Abby, I agree, a terrific, terrific razor for any wet shaver and especially a beginner. Again, you will be hard pressed to nick or cut yourself with the 34C. It's that good, very mild, wonderfully efficient, especially when you're right in on that sweet spot. Abby, thanks again for a terrific review. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Hey, we got this comment from Jimmy V Photography regarding our discussion on Personna blades. Are they the same? Are they different? Are they branded the same? That sort of thing. And Jimmy writes, "Hi, Mark. In today's Monday Morning Mailbag, a viewer shared photos of the Personna Blue and the Comfort Coated, and they looked the same. This might be something fairly recent. Take a look at the attached photo. The markings on the Comfort Coat are almost invisible unless you know they're there. I actually have read people saying there was no branding. Heck, I thought the same until I really looked." Hey, Jimmy, thanks very much for pointing that out. Really do appreciate it. He also had a shave with the Comfort Coated blade, and he writes, "This morning, on 2 days' growth, I dropped the Comfort Coated into my Console XL and ran it up to 5.5 for with the grain and 2 against the grain passes. Ran at 5 for against the grain, except around the mouth, which was back to 2. Really smooth and efficient, to say the least. Good technique, and letting the weight of the razor do the work gave me a BBS shave without any touch-up or negative alum feedback at all." Hey, that's great to hear, Jimmy. Those Comfort Coated blades are really, really very, very good. He also followed up with another email a day or two later, and he wrote, "Oh, I did the same blade and settings this morning on the overnight growth. I wanted to see how those settings worked on very light growth. Yup, worked just as well on the longer beard. I was curious, as sometimes it feels like long beard shaves are better than short beard shaves. Naturally, I'll do more testing, laugh out loud." I feel that sometimes too. What say you out there? Do you find that you get a better shave when you have maybe 2-3 days worth of beard growth, or are your better shaves daily shaves where the beard growth is a little shorter? I sometimes feel that, those longer beard shaves are a little more satisfying. Maybe it's because I've had that beard on my face for a couple of days, and I'm so glad to shave it away finally. What say you? Comment below. Let us know. Jimmy, thanks again for the great information regarding the Personna razor blades and their performance. Really do appreciate it. Now, speaking of Personna blades, similarities and differences, we got this email from viewer Chris Bodrab, and he writes, "Hi Mark, just saw this week's 3MB in the discussion about Personna blades. I have many of these in my den, the reds, lab blues, Comfort Coated, Platinum, AccuForge, and now the Gem DE. These are all fantastic. The Platinums were my favorite for a long time, but I think the Gem and AccuForge might be a bit better. I'm not sure. It's very hard to tell. I'm going to have to do some side-by-side comparisons. I keep hearing different things about which ones are actually the same blades and which ones have simply been renamed. So coincidentally, I had used ChatGPT about a week or so ago to try to take a look at this in terms of some of the differences. So I thought I would send that along for your information. We have a link to this spreadsheet document that Chris created, so you can check out all the differences on how these Personna blades perform. This is absolutely wonderful. We'll have that link below. I have it in, I think it's my shared spreadsheet documents in my Google account. You can get up there and download it for yourself and view it on your system and that sort of thing. But it's going to be available for a little while, and I'm hoping the link works. Chris and I tested it a few days ago, and it looks like it's going to work. So click on that link below and get that great Persona information, that great Persona razor blade information that Chris provided for us via Chat GPT. Chris, thanks again very, very much. Hey, we have a little further discussion on the Replitech razor. This comes from Keith Osmond, and he writes, great Monday morning mailbag, Mark. Regarding the difference between the two Replitechs, now he's referring to the gold one here, and I also have, actually right here, that was a vintage. I have the chrome-plated version right here that I reviewed back in 2019, and I got a really, really nice mild shave with the chrome-plated version from Global Shave Clubs International, whereas with this gold version that David Dart very kindly and generously sent to the channel, boy, this was aggressive. Wow. Lot of feedback from the alum block, stinging, really, no kidding. I'm still editing the review and I hope to get it posted sometime down the road here. But yeah, the chrome plated version was definitely milder because I just shaved with it several days ago. So yeah, it's fresh in my mind. Very, very mild. Wonderful shave. Anyhow, he writes, regarding the difference between the two Replitechs, it may be the difference in blades, as I find which blade you use can make a fair bit of difference. I use the red Persona blade in each of these razors, as I recall. It's been like maybe a week or so with the gold one. I believe I used the red Persona, and I definitely used the red Persona in the chrome-plated version. Also, Bally makes 2 or 3 textile heads, and this one is the most aggressive version. It's possible that Global Shave Clubs ended up with some of the milder ones mixed in, and your old one used one of those. Yeah, this is from 2019. My two have 21 on the top of the base plate. Not sure if that's strictly used for the rose gold heads, both of mine are rose gold, or to identify the plate's aggression level during assembly. Check your two versions to see what numbers they have. Now, I can tell you, quite honestly, the gold version here that I have, I looked at the base plate, I looked at the cap, and there's no number anywhere on this base plate or on the cap. There's nothing there. I can't find a number stamp there at all. Let me just, there's the cap right there as I'm dropping it. Okay, there it is right there. I can't find any number at all on this razor head, base plate or cap. Now, let me just put that back together. All right. Now, on the chrome-plated Replitech that we received in 2019, on the base plate, boy, it took me a long time to find it. You can barely see it. It's right here at the top of this diamond indentation. It's right over here. I don't even know if I can zoom in to get that, to be honest with you. It's very, very difficult to see. But it's the number 24. That's what's there on the base plate, number 24. I don't know what 24 means or the significance of 24, but that's what's stamped on this chrome-plated base plate of the Replitech razor. So I don't know what 24 means, but I can tell you that with the same razor blade, the Replitech was very, very mild. I really, really enjoyed the shave with it. The gold version, very aggressive. I mean, I'm going to start saying very aggressive because that's what it was, a very, very aggressive shave. But again, I think the advantage with the gold Replitech is if you have 3-4 days worth of beard growth, yeah, go with the gold because it'll really mow down that beard growth very, very well. And then use the chrome-plated version or a milder razor to finish up, and you're going to get a great, great shave. But the gold version, definitely not a daily shaver for me. Yeah, it had some growl, a lot of growl. So yeah, if you happen to get one and there's no numbering on it, then the likelihood of it being on the aggressive side is pretty good. That's what I'm saying. Thanks very much for that, Keith. Really, really do appreciate it. And Got to Be Crazy added, hey, Mark, I can agree the Replitech razor is on the more aggressive side, more blade gap and exposure. The handle is pretty identical to the original ball end. Yeah, it is. See, it's got the original ball end. Here is my vintage tech right here. So yeah, you can see. Yeah, the handles are identical. The handle is pretty identical to the original ball end. To me, it's not comfortable. I'd honestly stick to the vintages for a tech razor. Laugh out loud. I agree with you. These, actually right here, these tech razors, these vintage tech razors. This one's from the 1950s. Boy, these are great. And you can find a lot of them at really nice price points. And they just deliver a wonderful, mild, beautiful shave. And if you have 2, 3, 4 of them in your shave den, you can grab one and throw it into your DOP kit and use it as a travel razor. It's going to give you a great, mild, efficient shave. Very, very smooth and comfortable. Yeah, the techs are really, really good. And yeah, the ball end handle, really, really, really nice. So Gotta Be Crazy and Keith Osmond, thanks very much for the information regarding Replitech razors and also the vintage tech razors. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.